yours.
All right. So, did everyone read the lesson?
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's just do some exercises to review. I don't know. So yeah, I guess let's just get started then. I'll go in the order of how people are, like the way people are ordered on my screen. Let's see. First person on my screen is Isaiah. So, well, I mean, it's kind of difficult to sketch on camera. So instead of sketching it, just give me examples of an angle that's acute, obtuse, right, and straight. Like, how many degrees would each of those things be?
So acute would be like 83 degrees.
Mhm.
Right would be 90 degrees. Straight would be 180 degrees. Obtuse is 190 degrees. What's the other one? Is that it? I think.
Or no, obtuse. Well, because 190 degrees would be like past a straight angle, and I think actually obtuse is supposed to be between 90 and 180.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
like 172 or something.
Yeah, but I'm actually just gonna make sure of that now. I don't think obtuse could be more than 180 degrees, but I'm looking it up.
Let me just interject. You guys, all you guys should have the ability to share your screen. So Joshua, if your screen is not where maybe, Josh, Isaiah, you can share your screen, and if you
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Am I not sharing my screen?
No.
have, also Joshua, within Zoom, there is a whiteboard that you can utilize. I forgot to mention. You all should have access to a whiteboard.
Oh yeah, we actually were using it last time.
Okay, but everyone should have access to it because I made you guys all co-hosts. So if you want to utilize that, at least you can, use that. All right? All right. Talk.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, then I guess let's do number 2. Next person on my screen is Elijah. Um, well, yeah, I guess, yeah, explain how to find the measure of angle PQR shown at the right.
So P, the line that P is connected to, it ends at 65, and the one that R leads to is 180. So you subtract, wait. Oh no, so if P is 65, you subtract 65 from 180, and you get PQR.
I mean, you could do that, but also if you notice, they have numbers going in both directions. So like here you can see they have a 0 here as well, and then you could see that the ray QP goes between 110 and 120. So it's probably like 115 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, exercises 3 to 5. Okay. So on my screen, the next person is Kiara. Um, yeah. So what are the 3 names of the angle in number 3, and what is the vertex?
The 3 names are like the 3 names. Oh, is acute angle.
Oh no. So I think what it's asking. So for example, in the last question, this angle is called angle PQR. I think it's asking all the ways you could name this angle here.
So you can name it A, B, C, C, B, A, and I don't know how you'll name it the third way.
Well, instead of me saying why, I'm curious to see if anyone else knows. Does anyone else want to say what the third way is?
Is it angle B or is it like?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then the vertex is B.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could name an angle by its vertex as well, as long as there aren't, like, actually, I believe in the lesson, they have a question where they don't call it by the vertex, but that's because multiple angles share the vertex. So here, for example, you wouldn't, as they say here, you wouldn't call any of these angles angle X, because if you say angle X, it could be WXY, YXZ, or WXZ. So you wouldn't know which angle it is. But you can call it that if it's clear that it's only one angle that has that vertex. Okay, and then, well, I don't think we have to do 4 and 5 because it's the same concept. But then name 3 different angles. Okay, why not? Let's do 6. So next person on the screen is, for me, is Wyatt. So do you want to do number 6? You're muted.
So like just name the angles.
Yeah, just 3 different angles that you could see in this diagram.
So there'd be an obtuse angle, an acute angle.
No, like the names of the angles. So for example, how like this angle up here is angle PQR. Like which,
Like the what like SRT,
that's one.
QRS.
Yeah. And then they have a third one.
Is it QRT? Is that
Yeah.
it?
Okay. Then I guess number 7, Eric. How would you classify the angle number 7?
That'll be a straight.
Yeah. Actually, would you mind, since I think these types of questions go quickly, would you mind doing these 4?
Okay.
So I would,
Number 8 will be acute.
mhm.
Number 9 will be right, and then number 10 will be obtuse.
Yeah. All right. So you trace the diagram and extend the rays. Use a protractor to find the measure of the given angle. Then classify the angles of acute, obtuse, right, or straight. Okay, so Mason, could you classify these 4 angles?
I just have to say like which one is which.
Well, so for example, well, okay, I'll look at the first one for you. So like JFL, it's asking you to say like what type of angle it is. So JFL is a right angle. See?
Okay, I understand now.
So can you do the other 3?
12 is an acute angle. 13 is obtuse. And 14 straight.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Give another name for the angle in the diagram below. Tell whether the angle appears to be acute, obtuse, right, or straight. Well, I still feel like this is the same concept as before, so we could probably skip these because I think you guys get it. But which is a correct name for the obtuse angle in the diagram? Why not? So Noble, do you want to answer number 21?
Number 21, sure. It would be, wouldn't it be B angle ACD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Indicated angle measurement. Then I guess Nathaniel, do you want to? Well, you could Just do one of these. Choose whichever one you want, I guess. Nathaniel? All right. Well, then I guess Isaiah, do you wanna choose one of these and do it?
So I'll do 22. So would that be 99 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Then this next section says use the given information to find the indicated angle measure. All right, then Wyatt, do you want to try number 25?
Okay. Do we know like the total like of the angle?
Yeah, you see up here they say the measure of angle WXZ is 80. So that means these two angles together add up to 80 degrees.
Wouldn't they just both be 40?
Okay, what I would do here is, so since we know that these two angles add up to 80 degrees, I'd add these angles together. And when you add these two angles together, you get 4x. And then you set that equal to 80 because you know the larger angle is 80 degrees. So 4x equals 80.
X equals 20.
Yeah. And then it asks you to find yxz. So then you would plug in x is 20.
Yeah. That'd be 55.
Yeah. So actually, Wyatt, do you wanna try number 26 as well then?
All right. Um, so X equals 25.
And then you have to find the measure of angle FJG.
So it's 135.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, let's see, 27 says in the diagram, the measure of XYZ is 140. What is the value of X? So that's the same concept. I mean, did anyone not understand these types of problems? All right. So then I'll skip 27 then because it's the same concept. But, photograph below angle 8D 34. angle EAD is 112. Identify the congruent angles. Okay. Then Elijah, do you want to try number 28?
Okay. The congruent angles are AED and BDC, EAD, DBC, and BCD ADE.
Wait, could you could you go slower on that?
AED and BDC,
Yeah, AED and BDC. Yeah, those are congruent.
EAD and DBC,
Yeah.
and BCD and ADE.
Yeah. Mhm. And well, yeah, then it says find the measure of angle BDC and angle ADB.
BDC is 34
Mhm.
and ADB is
Are you having trouble?
I'm doing the math.
Well, you could look at the photograph. So when it has one mark, all the angles that have one mark like this are all congruent. And then when it has two marks, all the angles that have two marks are also congruent.
Okay.
Did you
Oh,
get it?
112.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because also you could see maybe it's a little hard to see, but they have the two marks here. So that means this angle is congruent to that one, and that's also congruent to this one. Mhm. But also, even if they didn't have the mark for you, you already know that the ones with one mark are 34, and then you also know that this is a straight angle. And so 34 plus 34 is 68, and 180 minus 68 is 112. I mean, you didn't have to do that because you could just look at the marks, but I just thought I could point that out.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, given that ray WZ bisects angle XWY, find the two angle measures not given in the diagram. I see. Okay, then, Eric, do you want to try number 30? Eric? All right, then Mason, do you want to try number 30?
Yes. I can try.
All right. Okay, don't worry about it, Eric. Um,
How am I supposed to figure it out? Like if there's no like other measurement.
okay, well, so what's important is what it says up here. So it says ray WZ bisects angle XWY. So, well, so what does it mean if it bisects angle XWY?
I don't know.
So if it so in the same way that when we were looking at lines, when a line, one line cuts another line in half, or I should say when a line cuts a line segment in half, that line is bisecting the line segment. So in the same way that that cuts that line segment in half, something that bisects an angle is cutting the angle in half. Meaning, like, for example, if we look at the first example, if WZ is bisecting angle XWY, that means angle XWZ is the same degree as angle ZWY. So then, knowing that that's the case now, what's the measure of, well, what are the two other measures that you're supposed to find?
Um um XWZ.
Yeah, and how many degrees is that?
You said it's cut in half, so 68.
Yeah, it will be the same. Yeah, it's the same measure as this other angle here, so 68. And then, do you know what the other measurement they want you to find is?
How much is the bottom part?
What do you mean by the bottom part?
Like the XWY.
Yeah. Mhm. So how much is that?
$136.
Yeah. Then this one says cam bisects angle JKL and the measure of JKM is 30 degrees. Describe and correct the error made in stating that angle JKL is 15 degrees. Okay, then, Noble, do you want to try number 32?
Yeah, I'll try it. So I'm just trying to find the error that the person made.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think it says, yeah, I mean, you should try and use the whiteboard because it says draw a sketch to support your answer.
Something with my Zoom doesn't allow me to, but I'll use paper right now.
Okay.
All right, so JKL. Wouldn't it be that like I think I think JKL is actually supposed to equal the same as JKM, like 30.
I don't think so. Wait, I'll try and draw it on here. Okay, so the information it gives us, it says, actually I could probably show it on my phone at the same time so you can see the question. Oh wait, no, you can only view one thing at once. Okay.
It said like line KM intersects.
Well, yeah, it says line. So we know. Well, it's actually a ray.
Right, it's a ray, but they called it a line, but yeah, it's a ray.
So ray KM bisects. I'll just put biz for short. Bisects angle JKL, and it also tells you the measure of angle JKM is 30 degrees. And it says describe and correct the error made in stating that the measure of angle JKL is 15 degrees. So over here I'll say what the error is. Okay, so this over here is false, it says. And you have to find out why someone may have made this error and why it's not correct. So it says, so we'll just draw a random angle. I'll just make it a right angle to be easy, for it to be easy.
Okay.
So say, we'll say this is angle JKL. So KM bisects angle JKL, so ray KM has to cut it in half. So,
Oh, okay.
so ray KM would have to be like that. Now making this like 45 degrees and this 45 degrees. Well, I mean, actually that's obviously not the case because they give you the angle measures.
Right.
The point is that it's cutting it in half. And so they tell you, well, this you know is true, this here. You know that that's true. So
Right.
angle JKM, I should actually probably erase this right angle mark. But
Because if it's a right angle, then doesn't that mean JKL would be 30 degrees?
well, so it tells you JKM is 30 degrees. And you know that these two angles, this one and this one, are equal.
So then it's 60 for JKL.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was getting wrong at.
But you see, I think the reason someone might, if I had to assume, because I think they want you to explain how someone would have made this error as well. I would assume they mixed up the point.
Split.
So they probably thought JKM is the larger angle and then cut it in half.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, then I guess the next person is, or actually, earlier Eric went to the bathroom, so I'll ask Eric this question.
Yep.
Well, I think these kinds of questions will go quickly. So could you just say what these 6 angles are?
I need to get my book. For A, it's 38. Number A. And then
Yeah. Or
for,
red. Yeah.
for B, it's 38. And for C, it's 142.
Yeah, B is also 38. And then
I
C,
see. Yeah.
142, yeah.
Yeah. And then D. Oh, I'm not sure what D is. No, that's what I didn't get.
Okay, well, you know that you know that, well, it's hard for me to refer to what angle I'm talking about since there's no points. But, so you see that this is a straight line here. So straight angle is 180 degrees. You can see the 53-degree angle, and you can see the 90-degree angle. So 90 plus 53 is equal to 143. And then, so the total angle is 180, and 180 minus 143 is equal to 37. So D has to be 37 degrees. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Wait, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Could you guys give me 1 second? Um, okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right. Hi guys, I'm back. So, oh yeah, so I think I was saying D is, yeah, I was saying that angle D is 37 degrees. Because yeah, 53 plus 90 is 143. 180 minus 143 is 37. So everyone understands that, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then I guess well yeah, Eric, could you do the last two? So E and F.
So E will be 53,
Mm-hmm.
and then wait, what was D again? I forgot.
37.
37, and then F will be 37
Yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. Student states that AD can bisect angle AGC. Describe and correct the students. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting question. So let's see who's next. Kiara, do you want to try number 39?
Mm,
Did you say me?
No, Kiara.
Oh.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
oh, AD can't bisect AGC because it has to bisect in the vertex, and the vertex is G, not A.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. In each diagram, BD bisects angle ABC. Find the measure of ABC. Okay, then, Mason, did you already answer one this round?
I don't think so.
Okay, then could you do 41? Are you writing it out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how, if I put this as like 2x plus 20 equals 4x, is that right? Or should I do it a different way?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
And then I subtract the 2x, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got x equals 10.
Yeah. And then it says find the measure of angle ABC.
Is also 10, I'm guessing. This says, oh,
Well, so now you know that x is 10. So then if you had to find the measure of angle ABC, what would you do?
I need a little help.
Okay. So if you know that, well, so you know that 2x plus 20 is equal to 4x. And through that, you found that x is equal to 10. So if you plug in 10 to one of these angles, you just multiply it by 2, since these two angles are equal, and then you'll get ABC. So for example, if I plug in 10 as x into this 4x part, I'll get angle CBD as 40 degrees. And you know that angle ABD is equal to angle CBD. So both of these are 40 degrees, and together that's 80 degrees. So angle ABC is 80 degrees.
Oh,
You get it?
okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Okay, then do you want to try 42, Mason?
I'll try it. How am I supposed to use the fraction? Like the 2x, 2 over x, or x over 2?
Um, what do you mean? How are you supposed to use it?
Like, we don't have everything else. You had just subtracted the 2x from the big one. How am I supposed to do that with the fraction?
Okay, well, let's try it on the whiteboard. So the two angles it gives you, one is x over 2 plus 17. And you know that the two angles are equal, so x over 2 plus 17 is equal to x minus 33. So I guess what I would do, I would subtract x from both sides. So then you get negative x over 2. Because if you think about this is x over 2 is the same as, where's the marker? Is the same, yeah, it's the same as 1/2 x. So if I subtract x from both sides, well, this x over here is gone. And then this is like there's a negative 1 in front of the x. So negative 1 plus 1/2 is negative 1/2. So it's negative 1/2 x, which is the same as negative x over 2. And then, well, plus 17 equals 33. Are you, or sorry, that's minus 33, so it actually equals negative 33. You following, Mason?
Yes.
Yeah, so then you subtract 17 from both sides. Negative x over 2 equals, I think this is negative 50. And then you multiply both sides by negative 2. You get x equals 100. And actually, if you go back and plug that in, so if we say x equals 100 now, we could look at the textbook again. And you'll see if you plug in 100, so 100 divided by 2 is 50, 50 plus 17 is 67. 100 minus 33 is also 67. So both of these angles are 67. And then you add them together, and then you get 134. Do you understand, Mason?
Yes.
So do you want to do number 40 then?
Yes. Yes. I got x equals 20.
Oh, sorry, you got x equals 20. See, 78. Yeah, so that's right. And so then how do you find the measure of angle ABC?
I multiplied 4 times 20, and then 3 times 20, and then I just subtract. Oh, so I do the 4 times 20 minus 2, which can give me one measurement, and then the other thing, and then add that together.
Yeah. So what do you get when you do that?
For A, B, D, I got 78.
Hmm. That's right. So now how do you find ABC?
Is it 120?
Not for the total measurement, no. Or 120 isn't either of these angles either.
So ABD is 78, and I'm guessing DBC is going to be 78 as well.
Yeah. So what is angle ABC?
156.
Yeah. All right. Good. So let's see what the next question is. You're measuring PQR with the protractor when you line up QR with the 20 mark. QP lines up with the 80 mark. Then you move the protractor so that QR lines up with the 15 mark. What's the QP line up with? Oh, I see. So, I mean, I don't think this one's too difficult. I think basically there's like a 60-degree angle. And so one ray of the angle goes to the 20 mark, the other ray goes to 80. So then you just shift it by 5. So then this will go to this goes to 15, and then that one probably goes to 75. Yeah. I mean, you guys get this one, right? Or if someone doesn't get it, say something. Mhm. Okay, 48. Let's see. Noble. Do you want to check 48?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let me think. Angle, so then. I think X could be anywhere from 0 to 51. I mean 50 actually, because that should be acute. 0 to 50.
Are you just estimating from looking?
No, like I wrote it on paper. It's like because 2
Oh,
times
okay.
is 100 and then minus 12
Mhm.
is 88. That's less than 90. So wouldn't that be acute angle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So X would have to be greater than. Well, I mean, so if it's 51, then that would be too much because that would be 90.
No, it would be 90, so that'd be a right angle. So it would be 50 instead.
Yeah, but it also doesn't have to be a whole number. So you could just say it has to be less than 51.
Oh, okay.
Well, because if you plug in 51, you get 102 minus 12, which is 90. So yeah, X has to be less than 51.
Okay.
And then for the bottom limit, well, X has to be greater than 0. So that means X has to be greater than 6. Because if it's less than 6, it will be negative.
60, right, it'll be 9. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. So greater than 6 and less than 51.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then let's see. Actually, we should probably do the mixed review. Okay. Then Isaiah, do you want to do number 64?
Middle class from friends. How much does middle class? No, so I was trying to think, is there like a equation I could use, or would I just think of like trial and error and think of like
Well,
numbers?
you could use algebra. So
That's like
like
X.
if I was doing this, I would say, so okay, one person is paying, well, it says your meal costs more dollars than your friend's meal. So one person is paying X dollars and the other person is paying X plus $4.
Right.
So that means the two together, X
Oh, equals 20.
plus X plus 4, or 2X plus 4 would be the total cost. So 2X plus 4 equals 25. And then you could find X and then plug it in.
Yeah, so X would be like 10.5.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so one meal is $10 50 cents.
Another is $14. Yeah.
And 50 cents. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Graph inequality on a number line. Tell whether the graph is a segment, array, or arrays, a point, or a line. Excellent. Okay. Elijah, do you want to do the odd numbers of these six? So 65, 67, 69.
Okay, so I gotta draw the number line.
Or you could just say, well, we don't have to do the graphing part if you guys don't want to. We could just say whether it's a segment, array, a point, or a line. Unless you think graphing it would help you more. I didn't hear what you said. You're muted.
I think number 65 will be array.
Yeah.
67, I think it will be raise.
So if you think of wait. So you have a number line. Let's say this is 0. I believe it said -3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 5. Yeah, that's what it said. Then if this is -3 and then 5 is like here, and x is less than 5, but less than or equal to 5 and greater than or equal to -3, this whole area between here is x. So what do you call this?
Segment.
Oh, what did you say?
A segment.
Yeah, a line segment. Yeah.
Okay.
And then do you want to do 69 as well?
I think it's a segment again.
X greater than or equal to. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that 67 puts it together, and here they separate it. But really, you could also write this as -2 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 4. Like you could combine these two actually. Okay. Then I guess I'll tell you guys homework now. So let's see what the next lesson is about: describing angle relationships. Okay, then I guess for homework, read lesson 1.5 And then, oh, and when you're reading through the lesson, try and do like look at their examples and try and answer these types of questions that they have here. Mhm. And I guess we'll do part of the exercises, not all of it, because we could do part of it in the next class. So I would say maybe like the first 11. Yeah. So yeah, read lesson 1.5 and do the first 11 questions. And I'll also send an email in case you guys forget. And then I'm going to talk to my uncle afterwards to figure out when we will do the next class as well. And then I'll send that in the email as well. So yeah, that should be it then, guys. Mhm.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
No problem. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, thanks.